getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do. Because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Power football with the line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they'll get him down inside the 5 of this offense, powering for the score. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to run it. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. He'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To throw, it's Beck. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting them sneak out.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You've got the option. You can run the football and still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Johnson looking to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about COVID.
Dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Using his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Iowa State has the ball. Now the Cyclones ready to go on offense. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive, the first play that can get you going. QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Creates a little space. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got a man, it's Townsend. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn on field, and you saw that right there.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's going to take off. He has brought down the men. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Dances away. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Now rolling to the left. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll try the run. Jukes his way for more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Turns it loose. Complete to the left. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense, executing that last drive.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Cyclones with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. Slithers into space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. On the move, it's Edwards. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Off play action. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. An unforced error. Don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The official.
That boy must be fast. That was just on him. Yeah, he's 93 speed. That was a great play.
For the deal, and the coach accepts it, they will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And the try is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
On the run, it's Edwards. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Oakland putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have...
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in.
Touchdown, Kansas State. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Hansen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They feed him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
There he goes. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
The kick is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. They go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Fires to the tight end. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Beck. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football. He understands where it's going,